Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to ESPN 2K4 franchise mode. I am the general manager of the Miami Dolphins, and I didn't take enough time to really show you guys what we're dealing with here. We have a team that is being used, or the salary cap is being used to its full potential, right? We don't even have $1 million in cap space. This is a year where Miami, the past general manager, set up this team to go all out for a run this year. And it's a very good team. It's a very good roster. And it's very interesting, actually. And it's one that I don't tend to necessarily have experience with. I mean, this is a very older roster with some young talent on it, but majority of the success is going to be coming from old veterans that we may not have going into next year. Junior Seau being one of the greatest impact players so far on defense. He's probably not going to be here next year. And then, of course, the biggest question is, or biggest problem, should I say, is obviously addressing quarterback. Well, if we can handle replacing the old veterans and then handle drafting a quarterback, we have a very good team in the future. And looking at the rookie report, I have added some more of you guys who left comments and names down below, so you're in here. But we're looking at quarterbacks this year. If we are able to take any that are worth anything, that is definitely going to be the position we look at. And if we can't, it wouldn't hurt to have another wide receiver. So maybe Casey Wood, if somehow he was able to fall to us. And then, of course, we could look at trying to address the linebacking core, like Junior Seau is going to be leaving. But also, we could get younger at our defensive line and our safeties. There's some good options so far. Right now, we don't know much about any of these players, so we're just going to have to keep an eye on them. But we'll see. So moving over into week 9, we have a very good matchup here. So I wanted to jump into this one. It's the 6-1 Indianapolis Colts going up against our Miami Dolphins, who are 6-1 as well. And a guy to watch out for today in this game, Junior Seau. He is the tackle leader of the Miami Dolphins squad. And like I said, this could be his last year, so it's going to be very interesting to see how we address that when he leaves. And wow, dude, how does the rain look better in this game that was made in 2003 compared to Madden 2024? That's crazy. So they're highlighting Peyton Manning. And obviously the quarterbacks, is going to go in their favor, but the weather is going to go in ours. Zach Thomas is a phenomenal player. He loves playing football weather there. Keep your eyes out for him as well. But when it is raining, you typically want to run the ball. You don't really want to throw it. It's a lot harder when you're in the weather like this. So guess what? That's exactly what we're going to do. We're going to call some run plays and get our machine, the heart of this offense. We're going to get him involved early. See if we can't take this game over. An early third down for Miami, 3rd and 8. It would be Greasy taking it, and yeah, there's definitely a flag there. Defensive pass interference there as he held him up. But we should see both teams maybe lean towards the run here today. We're going to watch the highlights of this game, and yeah, there it is right there. So don't worry, we're going to cover the whole regular season in today's episode. That's right. So we're watching the highlights of this game. We're going to watch highlights of, around the league throughout some weeks as we go along here. And we're going to wrap up season 1, because it gets really interesting once you start season 2, right? The first off season and the first draft, you get to kind of mold the team the way you want it. And really, this is just a roster that we've been handed, right? So, plus I want to get you guys in as well. So I'm just really enjoying this fast-paced play right now. So hopefully you guys are enjoying it as well. And, you know, we'll tune into games kind of like this, right? 6-1 Colts versus the 6-1 Miami Dolphins. Wow, look at this. They're going to go for it here early. This could really turn the tide of the game, and that is not what you want to do. You're in Miami. It's raining. You're down by 7. It's 4th and inches at the 50. You go for it, and you do not get it. The crowd is loud. And now you give Miami the ball with only half the field to go down. And guess what? That's exactly what they're going to do with Ricky Williams, tricking Ricky out to about the 11-yard line. What are the Colts doing? What is the head coach doing over there? That is just not a smart play. Tony Dungy there, you know. Come on, man. He knows better than that. And now you've given all the momentum to the home team here. And that can really hurt you if this game is, you know, goes like this for much longer. We are gonna, cover some more highlights of the Miami Dolphins as well. I'm not sure. We'll kind of just go with the flow. Whichever games seem really important. Oh my goodness, what a dime! If you guys do not know, I mean, you might not be able to tell, but Greasy here, our quarterback, is our second string quarterback because our fielder, or I said our fielder, our starting quarterback Fielder. He did take an injury, right? He's been out with a concussion almost all year. And Grease, I believe his name is Bob Grease. They call him Greasy. Oh, nice. We're going to get to the quarterback. He pump faked. He probably should have just really threw it there. Peyton Manning goes down. But anyways, our starting quarterback took an injury early in the year. And our second string he's been good enough, to be honest with you. He's getting the job done. Obviously, without Ricky Williams, we don't have an offense, but when we do call on Greasy, he is sufficient so far. And right now, no luck for this Peyton Manning offense as they hand off to Edgar and James, who will get a nice gain of about 8. And Peyton Manning scrambling out to the right side, cross body throw, and it could have been intercepted. There was a late flag on the play. And it looked like there was a little bit of roughing going on there. Miami Dolphin player grabbing the face mask there, and give the Colts a first down. Edgar and James breaking a bunch of tackles. It's finally going to be Junior Seau to bring him down there, but it'll set up a 3rd and inches here. Indianapolis is really good at punching it in all year. They've been able to do it, and that's not going to change here as they are able to get Edgar and James in the end zone. We have us a ball game. So 7-14 going into the 4th quarter. 7-14. Miami would drive down across the 50, have the ball, dump down to Conrad there, and set up a 3rd and 5 to the fullback there. I really love going back to these old games because the fullback position is so much more involved. Now it's a toss out to Ricky Williams, and he's just got the speed. He's got speed, but he also has the power, man. I feel like his power gets overlooked a lot of the time back in the day. Like when you look at his highlights, he really was a running back who had some power, and he shows the speed that we all know and love here. But man, he does have some power as well. And that's not good. Peyton Manning just trying to get back in this game late, time against you. And he forces one. That's Sam Madison, our top player, our top rated player on the team. And that would end up being the final, 24-7. To be honest with you, a very easy win. I know we're in the elements and the rain kind of tends to lean towards a running team, but I mean, we still really kind of just dogged them. So anyways, later week 10 matchups, Bolger there with his new team that he got traded to, Pittsburgh Steelers, looking good, trying to make the playoffs. On the other side, Cincinnati losing to the Texans there. Panthers Buccaneers, it's a close one. Panthers come away with the win, 24-21. And Miami Dolphin highlight here, Dolphins versus the Titans. It was a defensive game, but of course it's Ricky Williams spinning off one, hurdling over him, giving him the tea bag right after juking him. That's just That's just very disrespectful, honestly. But 14-10 over the Titans, we would win. Our defense is amazing, guys. The Bills will, though, come away. They're staying right behind us. The Rams dominating over the Ravens. They move to 6-3. Ravens fall to 6-3. The Falcons fall to the Giants. Both teams under 500, though. The Browns fall there. I mean, poor Browns, man. They're always bad. Moving over the Jets versus Raiders. We would like if the Jets could win so we can get a little bit of leeway between this division. We know we have the Bills behind our backs, but the Jets are going to slip up here, and easy touchdown for the Raiders. They're going to win that game. Jets do fall 4-5. The Raiders 6-3, looking like possibly a playoff team this year. The Redskins fall. The Vikings beat the Chargers, getting their first win on the year against a very solid team. The Colts fall to the Jaguars as well. The Eagles fall to the Packers, who look like the best team in the league right now. Them or the Miami Dolphins, I guess you could argue. Really, the Packers look to be a little bit better. And there's your players of this Week 10. Marshall Faulk getting it done. This was still the greatest show on turf, I do believe, ever. It was like coming to an end, wasn't it? Or something like that. But anyways, moving 2 weeks ahead, Week 12. What do we got to show for you guys? Well, we got the Cowboys beating those Panthers. So, 4-7 they go. The Packers in a close game, but they're able to beat those 49ers. Packers moved 9-2. We need the Patriots to lose, and they do. They're going to fall to 7-4. Thanks, Texans. The Steelers and their new acquired quarterback, they're loving him. He's got him over 500. Hines Ward had 6 receptions for 88 yards. And we're going to move out to the Colts versus Bills. Now, the Bills need to lose this game to help us out, but they're not going to do that at all. They're going to ease their way into an easy, dominating win over the Colts, which is insane to me because the Colts are supposed to be the better team there. But no, the Bills say no way, we're the better team. The Rams are dominating the NFC, just getting ready to face those Packers probably. The Raiders over the Chiefs. Raiders trying to take that division. Miami skins one away from the Redskins. It was a very close game, 28-21. We beat them. The Vikings over the Lions, 35-13. And we're going to take a look at a big play from the Bengals-Chargers game. Chargers quarterback would step back. Not sure really who that is. I think it's Doug Flutie, to be honest with you. Wow, what a spin. The reason it is Doug Flutie is because Drew Brees was on this team at this time, and he also took an injury that left him out. So yeah. Eagles Saints. Eagles come away, moving to 8-3. Saints fall to whatever that was. I think it was 6-5. The Seattle Seahawks 27 over the Ravens 21. Titans beat the Falcons. The Falcons not doing good with Mike Vick. Interesting. I wonder how Michael Vick's doing. Personally, right? With his personal stats, I wonder if he's doing good or not. I always thought I remembered him being like really good in these games. I know he's really good in 2K5. I thought he was really good in 2K4, but I don't know. Oh my goodness, who is that man? I don't even know, but he looks like a beast. I'll tell you that much. Chandler, did he really run like that? You guys let me know if you even know who that is. I don't even know who that is, to be honest. Giants 24 over the Buccaneers, who only put up 17. The Buccaneers may not make the playoffs. Now that is a surprise. If you asked me that at the beginning of the year, the Bucs may not make the playoffs, I would call you, well, you're crazy, dude. Do you not know who the Buccaneers are back in 2003? But anyways, here we are. So this is if the playoff picture, if the year ended right now, well, this is who would just be missing the window there. Redskins, Giants, 49ers. And of course, the two teams that have really just ran away with it, the Packers and our your Miami Dolphins, who I'm gonna be honest with you, I did not, when I picked the Miami Dolphins, I did not expect a 10-2 start, but here we are. Now, I wanted to show you guys some more gameplay, so we're gonna hop into a very important game, a game against those New England Patriots. I can't stand them. The first half of this game, I mean, we are in the snow. It's a very defensive game. You expect it, but one guy they can't stop. Ricky Williams. Now, we were only able to have 3 points on the board going into half, but, you know, Ricky Williams has been going quickly, and the same can't be said for Falk or Tom Brady. Tom Brady has yet to actually complete a pass. Can you believe that? 0-5, and I think he was sacked 3 times or so, something like that. So I guess the trend is really, if they can't stop Ricky Williams and get some type of offense going, they're going to lose this game. The Patriots need it. But let's be honest, I love 2K because it really feels like we're actually playing in weather. Like, that's something that I forgot, that Madden and EA, really, it's just EA, doesn't know how to immerse in. Like, this game played like we were playing in snow. It was a very hard defensive game. Even the field itself kind of changes, and like right now, this is just one of the snow options. Like, there's different types of weather, there's different types of wind. It's more realistic, but there's flurries, and then there's a snowstorm. We are playing in flurries right now, so this isn't even the worst that it gets. This is just flurries, and it's just so funny to me. That's a flag right there. It's funny to me though, because Madden only has one option for snow. It's just snow, or it's just flurries, or whatever. It's just this. It doesn't, you don't really have actual snowstorms that you're playing in, but in this game, you do. So I just thought it was really cool. Like, watch this kick. Look at that, dude. Oh my goodness. You can see the wind kind of pick the ball up a little bit, then let it go. Like realistic. It just makes... I'm enjoying this so much. Tom Brady, there's Sam Madison. What a play. It's 3-3 at this point, late in the fourth quarter, in a rivalry game, and Tom Brady just makes a huge mistake. Like, you don't see him do that many times. And then, like, look at that. Like, this is from the snow. Perry just drops an open pass right there. I mean, you got to come down with that. That's a first down if you catch it. And now, thanks to Ricky Williams, we'll have that first down, but it's just, the snow is really affecting both teams here today, and it felt amazing. And, but, okay, Bob Grease, he's greased up the ball. It doesn't matter how cold it gets. He's able to throw dimes somehow, some way. We need one amazing play, and he's able to pull it off. That's over Ty Law right there. That's very, very rare. Very good play, though. And so 10-3 is the score. We would end up getting the ball back, and we would need to pick up, I believe, a first down here. Try and put this game on ice. Literally put it in the snow, maybe. And Ricky Williams says, I'll do exactly that. I'm going to take this one to the house. You just never know when he is going to just blow one away. Pause. Anyways, that's a touchdown. 17-3. Tom Brady very just... desperate here. Just going to fling one away. No flag. Incomplete. 4th and 10. It's been very hard for both quarterbacks to pass the ball. But for Tom Brady and this team to struggle this much, it just kind of goes to show how good this Miami Dolphins defense really is. And really was. Like, what a squad. It's just not going to last long. Enjoy it now, because we're not going to have the same team next year. And that one is intercepted. It's Merriman, I believe. Wow, yeah. What a team. Enjoy it, Dolphins fans, because I'm telling you, we're going to be losing a lot of these key players on defense and going into next year. So enjoy this run right now. So we win that one 17-3. And it was a very fun game to watch in the snow, and it felt like an actual snow game. But moving late in the year, week 17, the Patriots would beat the Bills. All right, Vikings over the Cardinals. Those really just fighting over who's going to get a better pick. The Steelers and their new quarterback are at 10-6. The Chiefs are 10-6 as well. And then moving over to those dominating Packers here. Brett Favre step back, and this right here is why they're so good. He's going to find his favorite man, Donald Driver, who's got the speed to drive all the way to the end zone. Packers over the Broncos 21-16, and they are now 14-2. What a year to remember. The Falcons would end on a good note at least. Michael Vick had a really good game, but 5-11, unfortunate there for them. The Rams finished 12-4. What a fantastic year for them. The Giants 8-8. Is that going to be enough? I don't know. I don't know if that's going to be enough to make them get into the playoffs. The Saints finished 9-7. I think that's enough for them. So the Saints and Aaron Brooks do punch their ticket. Now, Seattle. Rivalry against the 49ers. Alexander says, what rivalry? It's just me dominating them. 13-3. Easy win for them. The Browns fall. Both of these teams kind of doesn't really matter. The Colts win a very important game, winning that division by winning that game there. We beat the Jets and finished the year off of 14-2. And I just want to say, guys, I don't think I've ever selected a team for a franchise mode that had this good of a roster before in year one. It's not my style. I like the struggle. I like the challenge. I'm going to be honest with you. As there's Brian Dawkins picking off a very good play by him. But I'm going to be honest with you. I didn't know Miami's roster was going to be this good on this game. If I would have known it's a 14-2 roster, I probably wouldn't have picked them. I'm gonna be honest, I'm caught off by surprise. I'm just being honest. I'm not trying to cheese my way to a Super Bowl by picking up a fantastic team. I did not think the Dolphins were built like this, but it's still kind of fun and interesting. I'm a Dolphins fan, and you know what? This team isn't gonna be here next year, so it's okay. And Ricky Williams won the MVP of the league. So yeah, he's a freaking beast. He will be here next year. We're going to pay this man big money. No matter what happens, we will have Ricky Williams in this series. I guarantee you that. But when it comes to the defense side of the ball, we are going to be losing a lot of players. So it's kind of good. I don't know. It's going to make it interesting for me. You know, I'm given this really good team, and it's like, yeah, but they're very old. So now I have the pressure of keeping them good. I've never been in that situation before, and it's kind of intriguing. For Rookie of the Year, not a big surprise there, Andre Johnson. What is surprising is he only had 637 yards receiving. That's not that good, but for 2003, it probably is good. Obviously, the rushing title is going to go to our boy Ricky Williams. He did lead the league in that category. 16 rushing touchdowns plus 6 receiving touchdowns. I mean, it doesn't get better than that, dude. He almost had 2,000 yards. So it was a fantastic year for him, to say the least. So this is what the playoffs look like. This is actually prior to week 17, but I just wanted to show you because not much changed really. What has changed is our injury list. We're gonna have Patrick Surtain. He's hurt and questionable, but we do have a bye week because we did so good. So I'm hoping by the time the divisional round comes around, he will be healthy for our playoff matchup. This is what the league finished at, though. So we are among the best. We were number 1 actually in the AFC. NFC, the Packers looked really, really good, and the Rams. But overall, this is what we did. You know, looking at our player stats for our team, obviously this is the guy we lean on. Without him, I don't really think we have an offense, and without him, I don't think we have a lot of the wins that we got. As far as receiving goes, no one really stepped up too crazy. Chambers, I would like to see a little more out of him. But again, we don't really have a quarterback, and we really ran the ball a lot because of that. Like, the whole year, my game plan was to run, like, I think it was 70% to our 30% passing. We were a really run-heavy team. So, and it ended up paying off. And we're going to do that in the playoffs, too. Just keep it going. For defense, Jason Taylor did fantastic again as the quarterback. And then, of course, Sam Madison was phenomenal when it came to that no-fly zone kind of play, right? Picked 6 interceptions. One thing I noticed for the stats is the interception, or not, excuse me, the sack rate is a lot lower. So I know it doesn't look like Jason Taylor had a very good year with like 7 or 8 sacks, but it's a decent year. Like, I think the highest sacks was 15 for the whole league. So look at Michael Vick. What happened? 17 touchdown passes, 23 interceptions. And are you panicking if you're Atlanta? Does Atlanta take a rookie quarterback in this upcoming draft? I don't know, because I would definitely be panicking if my rookie, or not my rookie, but my quarterback coming off of his rookie contract just got done throwing 23 picks. So I don't know how to really. It's a big surprise. Mark Bolger did pretty good with his new team. We'll see how he fares for Pittsburgh going forward. And Ahmad Green and Holmes and Williams, the top 3 runners there. And for getting into the end zone, Jamal Lewis 19, Alexander with the 18, and then Williams with the 16. And another thing I noticed, man, and I remember this back in the day, when you were a 1,000-yard receiver, that meant something. And look here, good simulation for this time period. Only 4 1,000-yard receivers. So keep that in mind, guys, as well. If a receiver has hit 1,000 yards receiving, that really means something in this series. Okay, so just keep that in mind. T. Vincent got 10 interceptions. Wow, Troy Vincent, good job by him. A 12-year veteran though, so the Eagles will be losing him soon. And Champ Bailey there. And yeah, we're going to move it over, finish off this episode with a look at what's to come in next episode, and that is the playoffs, ladies and gentlemen. We do have a bye. The Ravens, Packers, and Seahawks have a bye. We're going to be tuning in to playoffs in next episode. I hope you guys are excited. Let me know, who do you think's going to go all the way and win it? I hope you guys enjoyed. I'll see you on the next one.